Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Never mind the Furthermore. Folks, Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's edcd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. It's also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled a sword to teaching the art to others. The Big Stompy Robots line of books and games. And, of course, Haints and Hellfire. Dark Secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Greetings and salutations, my mighty, mighty Nevermorians. It is, wow. I am starting this a full couple days early because it is Tuesday. Yep, it is Tuesday because I actually forgot that it's not Wednesday, so I guess you guys are going to get a special Nevermind the Furthermore. I'll do another one tomorrow, no biggie. It has been a very interesting set of events over the last 24 hours, and it did discombobulate me as we have received notice about our chickens to have them removed, and it just completely really scrambled my brain. Yeah, I just looked up and realized, wait a second, today's Tuesday. So you guys are getting a bonus. Well, a little bonus, Nevermind the Furthermore. there is a lot going on, and I am really, really glad you guys are getting to make it. I do actually want to give you guys some extra content because there's a good chance that Friday may not happen. Um, to give the heads up, due to the Earl Parktown Festival, uh, my internet becomes basically unserviceable. And yes, I actually did completely bungle this broadcast. So I will have to set up what would be a fun a fun drawing time for those of us who's come around for. I was ready to say Happy Hump Day. I am just really, really out of it. Uh, I did not sleep worth a dang last night, and that happens sometimes. You get blindsided, and it throws you off your groove. Now, if I'm going to look at being thrown off my groove, I'm gonna, own it. I could have gone, oh shoot, deleted this, but we're not gonna do that. Way I figure, if the universe has hit me so hard that I rushed around to get ready to do an extra Nevermind the Furthermore, someone, somewhere desperately needed another show. And we're just going to have to go with that. My accountability, like I said, has been limited because I was dealing with the ramifications of that news hitting and a few other things because there's always other things. But that doesn't mean we're going to stop. I mean, this is a great opportunity to reset my plans for the day, reset yours, maybe make it a little better. I am really, really bad. My brain goes completely scattered the closer I get to my birthday. So I will be very pleased to be kind of done with this. And I will be rather busy working on the game for Thursday night. Wow, what a week already! Thank you, Mags. And yeah, let's go through the comments. We'll get caught up. I know things are strange when Botrix is the first person to correctly join the channel. I was expecting a Nevermind the Furthermore on Tuesday. Neither was I. I genuinely forgot it wasn't Wednesday. That happened. Things like that happen when I only get about 2.5 hours of sleep. Uh, slam dunks alike. The like is appreciated. Yeah, we're gonna have a special edition. Totally saved me from staring at the most boring paper. Yeah, sometimes we need it. And yeah, there is a lot going on where in life where we just have to sit and just moan and groan about, dear Lord, why? And let's see, locked jolt, and then a bunch of gobbledygook, which is funny because that could be a Nick Knows Nerf. Questioning my reality, you should. And like I said, yeah, thank you. I do want to put a big shout out, and there is a lovely lady who does she does a very tongue-in-cheek magic show under the stage name of Lucy Darling. And Lucy Darling, and Trace Green Dawn and Foxy, Lucy Darling is an amazing magician, but I'm pretty sure she got set up with a friend of hers to promote her. And thanks to both Trelena and Amanda, who sent the same video to me at almost the same microsecond, to the point where I heard my phone go pa-ting, pa-ting, and I'm like, oh God, am I in trouble? No. Brought another lady on whom I will be sharing around, who decided to mention that among the other things she does, she is a singer, and not just any kind of singer. Friends, loves my duckies. This woman absolutely belted out a version of Why Don't You Do like so many other men do. And those who know me know that torch singers are the breed of femme fatale that are my absolute kryptonite. So it was wonderful to to get to listen to that as a bit of a surprise. I really do appreciate it. Uh, I know there's going to be shenanigans, and it does mean that tomorrow's stream will probably start with a. I'll be able to jump much faster into the art because I will have been covering things. Uh, I have some outings I will have to do. Yep, Johat is going to supervise while I try to change my own video. Oh, oh no! Wait. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna have to. I'll skip back to Foxy's weather report because it's cool that we're getting that. But Joe is going to supervise while I try to change out my own video card today. Poor guy is going to be twitching, trying not to take over. I should not laugh. As a kind and loving friend, I should not laugh at my. But that's funny. That is absolutely hilarious. Um, wow, poor Joe. But I'm sure you'll do fine. You are a very talented and capable woman. And uh, Dawn had mentioned, and hi, Dawn. Dawn is, of course, the mastermind behind her fanciful felines, Buddy and Georgette. Uh, she says, it's a discombobulated type of day. Oh, yes, I feel like I have greatly annoyed Sherlock. And, this must not register on an emotional level. Discombobulated. But um, I'm amused at this point. If I can't laugh at my own shenanigans, what's the point of having perfectly good shenanigans? So we will all get through. And Foxy says, yes, it's raining here. It's raining more than an hour or so here. It rained most of the day yesterday. Weren't you worried that you weren't likely to get any rain of any measurable measure? Who knows? With climate change, perhaps your little stretch of Utah will be rendered, into a fertile green grassland or something. I'm pretty sure that Indiana is trying to become a rainforest. I know it's significantly warm enough that the armadillos have been uh, moving upwards. And there are now armadillos in Benton County, which I find, I'm not sure how I find that. It's just a very odd thing. Let's see. And we're going to go, oh, Ricky's potion bottles are pretty much done. We just have to make the corks and put ribbons and charms. I think the charms are cutely appropriate. Oh, you are an absolute goddess. And I do want to apologize. I didn't get the notification that you were streaming your many-hour marathons till after they were all done. I don't know why this keeps happening to me, but it is maddening. And if I get the videos card in soon enough, I'll be doing a stream for the new tarot cards. Then the finishing of bottles. When you say new tarot cards, are you crafting them, or have you acquired them and you're just breaking them in? Because inquiring minds want to know, and I can check out. They used to do something called Freak Out at the Fowler. I don't know if they're still doing that, but perhaps arrangements can be made. Uh, I'm curious. Guys, if you haven't seen the potion bottles that Trey does, they are gorgeous and they hold sets of dice really, really well. Um, and that has reminded Dawn of something which we're all happy to get into. And all good. I just jump in, on do them. I don't expect viewers. New new cards and the swordswoman cards I purchased will be opening. Ooh. Yes, we all want to know. And since there's a chance someone may be watching this in the future going, what is going on? I have just the solution for the discussion of Trey's potion bottles. Yes, and Dom says I should open the Oracle card set I received this weekend. Oh my gosh, I want to see them do a dual stream for them. Sure, that means I gotta get my butt in gear to do the things I need to do. Awesome, awesome. I need a Rosie, if only to do my laundry. Oh, Rosie the robot. Yes. If she does dishes, that would be more than enough. I think that would be delightful. If she mows lawns too, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's see. LOL, no worries. I'll be at work until at least 1 p.m. Central, so maybe around 4. AI should be doing our cleaning, not our art. And you know what? That should work. Pinky Wiggles. Ooh, preach on, Foxy. Yes, and the funny thing is, the funny slash tragic thing is, as hi Carl. Want to guess who, in a state of exhausted, completely forgot that it wasn't Wednesday and started a stream? I'll give you a hint. He has 2 thumbs. Anyway. But, it looks like we've given birth to an unexpected card stream. And it's very funny because I felt the compulsion to grab my old... I have a set of waterproof cards that for a while I was reading, and I need to go look at it. Yeah, why? If I start the show early accidentally, I mean, there's no reason to not do an hour stream. The universe must require it. I got a little out of it because okay, fun behind the scenes things with Nick. I usually have to be relatively, how do I want to put it, emotionally controlled at almost all times, because it affects both Mandy and Xander very rapidly if I'm upset about anything. And as part of the myriad of conditions I have, I can set off a series of nerve spasms that rack me with pain and then don't let up for hours and hours and hours on end. So what happened to me this morning was I got to sleep at approximately six something in the morning after a spasm situation because yeah, and then I woke up with 2 hours and a half on my machine. Realized I had to pack my meds. Packed my meds. Went shoot. I'm running late for the stream. I'll go set up and do that. This may, I don't know. I may do silly things with the stream since it really doesn't matter. I may actually do I might game at this rate, but I'd far rather, for now, do something that yeah entertains and elevates somebody else. And it looks like at least you guys are chipper. And Dawn says, I may be happily wiggling all over. Yeah, I'm just going to jump to Foxy's remark on that and leave that floating there. Hey, all. Hey, Donna. Hey, Donna. And yeah, no wonder you didn't know what day it was, Nick. Hopefully you get an nap today. That's the plan. Oh, yes. I'll be doing a show because people count on my shows. It will be a usual chat than art stream show. And the nice thing is, should I try to get on Friday and my net be non-existent, I will be, I will at least have given you the same hours of broadcast time that you guys are accustomed to and I feel rightfully deserve. And Donna, and hey, Donna. Good morning. Hi, Dave. Once again, we get to hit the confessional of Nick woke up and was out of it after 2 hours of sleep and came skidding in to start his show, not realizing he was a day early. But in other related news, Maddie and I are working on developing whole new lines of prints, whole new lines of print related stuff. So new buttons, new cards, new business cards. Yep, it's a bonus broadcast. And I've been quietly working on playtesting and designing some silly tokens for a game called Magic the Gathering, where you can make token creatures. So people pull out tokens. Now, if I happen to have ones that are geared specially, and yes, the plan. Okay, let me catch back up on the comments real quick. Saw a gal at the clinic today waiting for Dawn with an MTV shirt. I wonder if she was even old enough to remember when the good MTV. I want my MTV. And it's fun, Carl. I was actually thinking about you because late last night, early this morning, sometime in there, I saw a fascinating video speaking to what Carl Jung was saying about empaths and the terrifying transformation that they go through eventually. It was fascinating stuff. Now, unfortunately, I could tell it's written by AI because it had that, as I stutter and stammer, repetitive loop towards the end where the same phrases keep curling around. But it did remind me that I missed having that, and I found the complete compiled works of Carl Jung both for like 99 cents on Kindle and a PDF download. And I forgot that he had so much to say about the occult. So I might have a book uh, on Carl Jung's take on uh, psychology and the occult. I don't think yeah, I bought it. So that might be part of this book series of book reviews I want to start doing because as a segment, I need to start reviewing many of the books I read, both um, obviously presented by my lovely creative friends and by uh, uh, things that I stumble into. And one of my greatest laments is traditionally when you leave college, you're supposed to have a rather impressive library of textbooks that you could then go back and revisit. However, my relative poverty in that time meant I always had to sell my books back and I could not afford to keep them, which means I find myself quietly having to rebuild that collection. And I think it's about time I get that going, as having information on paper is possibly a fleeting commodity. MTD had a bonus broadcast. Yep. And yes, the new stuff will definitely be at StompCon. And I have some specialized stuff based on stuff for you because I never do things for just one reason. Green Room board game. That could possibly be arranged if you hit me on the right moment. Oh, you have something to show at StompCon? It's for your table, but I think you'll appreciate the surprise. Ooh, still, I would love to see stuff at StompCon because I have to. We're working on getting signage for the convention, and that we'll be able to double possibly for some of our internal stuff. We used to wait around for hours for our favorite video to show again. Indeed, Carl Jung had some ideas. I'm not sure about the shared consciousness, and that's what everyone focuses on, of course, because that's the more absurd isn't the right word, but unique perspective. And I do have some, like I said, I want to read his take on things because even if I don't always agree, there's a lot of what he's had to say about psychologically. Is stuff I found fascinating. So yes, and yes. Sadly, I missed most of MTV's. We didn't have cable, but it sounds like a good read. It should be. I was the same way, but I kept all the psych textbooks, but all the others gold. I unfortunately, like the first year Mandy and I were married, uh, we made $9,000 together because it was just times were hard. Has anyone else reminded to like free parking just the tip? Oh god. Dave, that's brilliant, the Green Room board game. Kept my anthropology textbooks. They were too interesting to sell back for the measly $20 that they wanted to give me. There are some I really wish I had been able to sell, but I also found out that my old textbooks were rather sought after by the next generation because mine were heavily marked up. And on the off chance someone ends up watching the stream and is of the age to be buying textbooks, if you can get used textbooks, by all means get used. But if you get used textbooks, you want very used textbooks. And what do I mean by that? If you can find the ones that have been highlighted, that have been markered and drawn in, flags and stuff sticking off the top, you will have at least their opinions on what spoke to them. So it gives you a secondary resource in a very unique way. So you know what that is. Um, I'm just also see. I was going to ask Foxy what her major was too. So we're getting there. Uh, Holds head in hands at Green Room board game. Good for you, Foxy. What was your major? And we got to skip garbage. And I was going to bring Cards Against Humanity, but methinks that might be too spicy for StompCon. I have played Cards Against Humanity with my relatives, which gave me the unenviable task of defining several words and concepts to free parking, get out of jail, free card. A lot of my English books were regular books, but I kept some of my history textbooks. Free space, just a tip. Oh, God. I was going for psychology at the time, but my health went kaput. Well, I am sorry to hear that. At least it's fascinating content. And had booby squeeze today, last time for the research I was involved in. Happy to report squeezing isn't as pressured as it used to be. Well, I am glad that is the unpleasantness is over. I'm glad that you've been heavily monitored because that is a subject that I'm very passionate about. And Dave, come over here, LOL. Did see Dawn's comment. Yes, good job, Donna. And our local hospital gives ladies a candy bar after the squish. Well, that's nice. I'll be doing that sometime in October. At least you're getting a candy bar. We'll need little metal figures of Aunt Donna, Uncle Carl, the hooker, the naughty Dawn, and Foxy has wares. Okay, you know what? Now guys, look, not before StompCon, okay? Because this is going to have to be possibly not till after the holidays. It could be that far ahead. But I am capable of sculpture, and I'm pretty sure Joe has a 3D scanner. So what could happen if you guys wanted to do a project like that? I could sculpt shenanigans of one sort or another, and you guys could scan them, and then if only you knew people with 3D printers. That's great, Carl. You would have been good at psych. Well, you know what? One, it's never too late to maintain your studies. Even if you're not accredited, there's nothing wrong with expanding your knowledge. And I love psych. Psych was one of my secondaries. I have a BLS with English, business, and history as my primaries. Each one of them would have been a primary. And then psychology and sociology as my secondaries. The psychology of movements was fascinating, as was economic stratification, which sounds like it's not, but this is where I got to use my, hey, you mean economic feudalism? You mean oligarchy? No, oligarchy's not the structure. Look at it. It's feudalism. It's just economic, not theological. and things got spicy. Missed most of the intent. Still got an egg. See? Father Nick and a drunken southerner. Jeez. Carl, we have 3D prints of us. I think I still have one of my like, good. Rich has a scanner. Okay. No, tell me they didn't, Foxy. Wait, did I miss something? Okay. Candy bar? I just want to make sure. I have to do that with my mom every time we play. Oh, Cards Against Humanity with my parents. I understand that. Father Nick. Yes, one of my next reads will actually be the you see, I know there are certain words that my speech impediment will never let me say nice. But I've actually been suggested to read the. Okay, it's not Cataclysm of the Catholic Church. It is the. But that word won't come out without turning into Cataclysm right now. So I need to read that with a highlighter. Apparently, there's some really interesting lore. So I'm interested in reading that and seeing what comes of that. They did because I was doodling instead of taking proper notes. Okay. Psych notes. That class was exam. But another one of the one day I was used as an example. Oh, I actually broke my psych and social profs regularly. Ouch, an example of what? Visual learner. He asked what we were talking about during different picks, and they were as good for me as notes. Oh, that makes sense. Yes. We need a GoFundMe to get Foxy on Phoenix University. We need more female counselors. I don't know if is Phoenix U still certified, but there are several others. Arrangements can be made, and yes, our comments are coming in at funky and just sort of shuffling around. It feels like my comments have dyslexia, which is fine. It was interesting for an example of that. We built like medieval things with living people. I am not cosplaying Father Nick. Y'all keep trying to put me in the uniform, and if I get the uniform, I might take the job, and y'all don't want me to take that job. Carl is turning us into DashCon 3. Will there be a ball pit? SkyTube flashbacks. Foxy gets an extra hour. Bazinga! And emote. Father Guido Sarducci. And it's a good time to run an ad. Yes, folks, it's a beautiful Tuesday. Wait. Yes, is it cosplay supposed to... Wait. Okay. Wait. If not Father Nick, then Cryptid Nick? As you can clearly see by the graphic, it says in large, friendly font, also not a cryptid. Ah! Therefore, if Fox News has taught us anything, if it is written on a screen, it must be the truth. Now, I'm going to get smited for that one, but it happens. Now, and isn't cosplay supposed to be what you aren't? I see how you go. Time to go Munzie. No shoot. Okay. Jeez. You want to go Munzie? You want to go Munzie? I got you.
It's time to scan, that is the plan with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a Koepp, so here's our rep. Munzie, we want to Munzie, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munzie, we've got to Munzie. Download that app and help us Koepp, and you can play it too. Munzie is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munzie, we want to Munzie, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munzie, we got to Munzie. Download that app and help us Koepp, and you can play it too.
Anyway, what you aren't. Attack of the Green Room Cryptids. Attack of the Green Room Cryptids. We all arrive as our alter egos. I'll be in full selling mode, so I'll probably be wearing some variant of the hat. Copyright that title now, Dawn. Attack of the Green Room Cryptids. That'd be fun. Indeed. Haha. I have an alternate ego. Copyright Dawn DeWolf. Trace Wells in Dawn equals squeals. Off the rails today. There are no rails. And is that an alter? Oh, gosh. Or are you just happy to see me? Good luck, Dave. Jeff Chair. I'm so glad I took out my earbud. Calvin was enjoying the song in stereo. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna mess with Inigo.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indiecity.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
And I just my phone made a message, so I opened up and popped up to Trace. Please be not close. Please be patient as I'm going insane. I love it. His alter ego. Guys, no. I was singing, but very gruffly. Ooh, you say that like it's a bad thing. I sing that song way too much. God. Ah! Oh, that's funny. Oh, I'm sorry. I just had to hyper green room myself for the response to that one. The phrase "frog in my throat" just delighted me. Um, it's an anime reference. I do hope you get a chance to watch it. It's called The Apothecary Diaries. Almost to the very end. Sorry. There was toe tapping and head bopping. You were welcome, Dawn. It's a catchy tune. He's happy to be here. Now we know why we haven't seen Frog G in a minute. He's been very busy doing things on the X. See, my account is still present. It just isn't active. That way I can keep an eye on things. I'm trying to figure out how to balance all sorts of weird work life, uh, politic things to keep things going in this unique climate. And yes, I did, to the people concerned, I did move Elvira over uh, because I need to work in this chunk of the room at some point. And apparently my brain went, no, you do not need to clean. You do not need to work. You need to broadcast randomness because there's nothing more fun. So you guys are getting an extra roughly hour out of me. I could have done, use this for art time. But then again, as the conventions pop up, there's a good chance that car does not sound healthy. Ooh. Hey buddy, you got a belt about to go. Anyway, uh, I could be doing some artwork that isn't job related. Expect that. As things go on, expect uh, random broadcasts because they're just my next. I am booked straight through to belt done gone. Uh, I've fully booked through to the middle of September, basically post StompCon, and then that will just be all prep for LodgeCon. And I'm excited about that. I'm greatly excited about LodgeCon, but I'm far more. This stream is brought to you by StompCon prep shenanigans. Indeed. Let's see. Maybe I can bring. I need to look at something. No, that's not the one. And I can't bring that out because I'm in the middle of several art studies, and they are not necessarily YouTube compatible. We'll put it that way. Con-prop insanity is a real thing. It absolutely is. Let's see. We'll get set up to do this. Window. Yes. Entire screen so you can see what's going on. Boom. See, the nice thing about doing things like this, I can do this. I can throw this here, and I need to find my note with Dawn's middle name because today we might need it. Oh my. Is her middle name her safe word? Anyhow, see, none of the kids are lurking in the chat, so I can get away with shenanigans. When I am working on stuff for you guys, normally I kind of have to budget my time towards very specific call the Viv. Dun, dun, dun. Uh, but towards very specific missions of um, scale things that work for thumbnails, which means I can't necessarily work on the projects I normally would. But let's see. I am operating currently outside of that arc, so I can do some artsy silliness while I talk to you guys. Because I have to do I want to do more designs of different uh oh, her middle name is Heather. Oh, I have history with the name Heather. Uh I have to do different supernatural and related images to make counters of. And I'm trying to keep them as relatively odd or on point. And I'm trying to think of counters I need, but well, when in doubt, I can always set up a vampire or an angel or something like that. A demoness counter. I have lots of options. Hey Trey, what kind of counters do you need? Yep, I just knew I had a note somewhere, just that occasion. And anyone else who plays Magic, feel free to chime in. But well, okay. What kind of counters do your decks make? I mean, there are a few I could definitely do offhand. Uh, no idea. Counters in the reference to this, hush you, are cards that make other cards that aren't really cards. Oh, well, we can fix that. Well, we're fixing that. Meh. Anyway, let's see. We're just gonna loose sketch, but let's see. I had a list, so what I will do is I'll just bring that list back up if I can find it. List of most common counter creatures. Oh, counters in MTG. Oh no, not. TG token. I'm saying counter, and I should be saying token. So give me just a second, because this is list of the most common. Wow. I want to show you what it did. Okay, I'm going to show you what it did. I tried to write list of most common, right? And it decided to jump randomly to that. Excellent. And bring your commander deck. List of the, because like I know most common token. You guys have me distracted, and I don't even have music in MTG. I just need a list so I can figure out what I want to do. Okay, so we have a couple things that just skip, but we do need soldier. So, and I haven't done any of those. I've done a couple dragons. Sapling, beast. Now, see, there used to be a game I would play in high school called "But Make It Hot" at MTG in the Questerland. Hi, Matthew. I completely goofed my schedule up, so I'm just doing some work. Okay, so we could go. Oh, do we want to go elemental? I've got this really great pose going, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this really great pose yet. But, and yes, this is all roughs, but it's the blues. They don't matter. Especially when I'm not even sure what kind of creature I'm drawing yet. Hmm. 8, 9, 10, 11, and we'll drop that. First person to write it, give me a random. But make it hot. Give somebody first person to pick a random number 1 through 10, and I will work on that. But and then I will explain. But Make It Hot at one point was a game where I was challenged early in college and high school to first was okay. Trey got the first one out, and we have repeats. So give me a second. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, beast, but make it hot. Okay, beast, but make it hot. I've already got a wonderful picture, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go on a blank one because I like the format. Beast, but make it hot. Okay. Let me see. Well, so I know I'm going to need somewhere on here the word beast. So I know that. And I will probably add some kind of frame around it. Basically, I'm doing a gigantic thumbnail for it. But beast, but make it hot. So that means I need an aggressive pose. I'm just going to do this. You know what? Let me think real quick. Okay. Let's rock on this one for a bit. I don't like where that was. I need. I need to draw a beast. I started to go beast, but make it hot. And my first thought was, well, I could draw a very attractive uh, lady, but I don't. I do a lot of cheesecake and not enough beefcake for y'all, so I need to work on doing some beef. Uh, yes, basically a shifter romance character. Oh, time lapse. Sure, we'll get a delayed time lapse in there. Thank you. And it's mood today. None of the minors. Yeah, we're just well. We're going full. He's got to have like the hair. Let's see. I'm already too zoomed in. Gotta get a little bit of hypertrophy in here, but not. Yeah. Okay. Do this. Gonna make me draw. Yeah. I don't have to draw a hand, but I'm going to. Man, this is taking me back to the early days of things I used to draw. We're just going to throw this in. And I'm deliberately trying to make him look like a feral mix of about 4 different critters. So I have to play with the designs a bit because no, gotta do that. I don't like this pose, but I like the concept. So this may be a first sketch just to get the concept. Then his abs will end up having to have abs, which is really annoying because it's kind of hard to draw abs furry, but well, that's not bad. Okay, now I'm gonna have to do something else with that pose because now it looks like he's going do 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 do. Yep, Doodle Day. Value Village. Ooh, that sounds nice. Yep. So, well, actually, this isn't too bad, and I can just draw another because it's not like. And I've got about 30 different versions of Elf I can use as a token, but again, I'm still in the blues, and I'm still very sketchy because you can. There are a lot of cheaty things you can do. Uh, I have to figure out what I want his hand because I'm gonna have to do like fist. Oh, I almost want to put him in like one of those book talky poses, but we'll see. Man, this is kind of taking me back though. Uh, Up to 7 likes, thank you for abs. Oh yes, today is definitely a day of insanity. Alrighty, but this is also much closer to my actual uh, uh, methodology, except I'd be playing a lot more not copyright capable music. So, man, and it's a sketch. I have to get the concept down. And again, I'll do a few more because I need to do cheesecake, I mean beefcake, to offset all the cheesecake I feed you guys. You like that? I don't know. I don't think I like that last bit. Yeah, I want them to be a little more streamlined there. This, do something like this, something like this. I could have used this design for Demon too, but he's a little too furry for that. And we're gonna do some of this action. Definitely get like the tree implications in here. Still, I don't like that hand, even though the foreshortening's not terrible. They call him Big Foot. It's a cute middle name. Heather's a cute middle name. One of my oldest and dearest friends is a lady named Heather. Uh, she was sadly widowed, but she found new love and moved on. Of course, like so many other people I know, um, there's her name, then there's what I know her by. Hope she's well. I don't get to talk to her much. There's a list of people I don't get to talk to much unless something has gone very wrong. And that's okay too. We're going to do a bit of this. It is kind of fun to do something vaguely anthro, but have not the slightest give a dang as to what the actual species is. We'll give him some pointless bracers. Oh yes, let's do it. Let's throw let's throw little totally useless armor bits on there. The girls have to put up with it so often. Let's make sure the guys have to put up with it too. That's fair and just. Haha. No, the last bout of okay, Nick, draw it but make it hot was the Great Toaster Incident, and that actually occurred on campus. The last time the Make It Hot was officially played because they decided I won it. Okay, now I want to see something. I'm going to add another layer, and I'm only adding this so I can try something because if I'm not in a hurry, we could have his arm go up. Oh, oh wait, I was missing an opportunity here. I could go full beastly oh what's his name? Fabio. Yeah. Remind myself to put more abs. Yeah. Yeah, let's go down to this layer. Let's get rid of this hand I don't want to deal with. Let's see. Do I like that? We go here. We go to whatever this blue. Here, give me this blue. Give me something close to this blue. There we go. That was not the color. That is though. Okay. So if we do this, just elbow it out a bit like this. Yo. Ah. I really want to make a joke about what animals are involved in this character's design because I really want to say something about horse, but I'm not, so I won't. Oh, are the cats telling you it's time? Yeah, they might be. Now, I am doing this at a different um, resolution than what I usually do. Let's make his male tibbies a little more impressive. He's still a little profile-y, but there is definitely some work going into this. So we'll do that. I'll turn that into a buckle. There we go. Some cake for the ladies. It's unfair. Ladies and other enjoyers of beef. Yes, a mouth like that would be difficult to talk through. I could volcano and desert. No, it would be like take an object, but draw it anthropomorphized as someone attractive. That was the but make it hot game. Oh no, that's a bad new Batsu. No, that was a bad. I still don't like that. I may have to do something with that. Tangent. Yep. This is a fun one though. This is a fun one. It's a fun character design, and it's a good way to clear the head. Oh. Nick, you managed to skip out on both hands. Yes, I did. Nick, that's so lazy. Yes, it is. Hey, Banjo, how are you? I forgot what day of the week it was, to be honest. Oh, I know what to do. There we go. That one needs to merge there. There we are. Yeah, it's been a year, hasn't it? Animal? Yeah. Oh, no. Animal's much sexier than this guy. But, yeah. I do feel weird without something going. Give me a second. Wait, did I get rid of my more music? Let me see. Oh no. Nope, it's there. 1 second. I used to use this quasi metronome feeding the duck song, which came with my StreamYard, and I am definitely allowed to use it. Like almost religiously, because it has that kind of beat that you can kind of fall into and lose track of. Well, Banjo, most relevant to you would be that we are doing a let's see, and I'm on a normal layer. So let me just soften this a bit. So I want to fudge that out. Don't quite know what happened there, but we'll just do that. Maybe. Close enough. Okay, now we should be back where we need to be. September 13th, Banjo, at the Benton County Extension, by the recycling center in Fowler, will be a free gaming convention. Free to the public. Vendors still have to pay a little bit to help me offset the cost of renting the place. But a bunch of really cool people will be there, so you can come out and meet folks from the chat. What I am doing right now is I play a game called Magic the Gathering. And part of that game sometimes involves getting to make token creatures. And there are a lot of ways you can represent them. But oh no, that's no fun. I want that gnarly looking tooth. I gotta work on that tooth. That tooth is bugging me. Hold on. There we go. I want that tusk. I want that, like, all kinds of smirk energy. But, this one can get shouted out to Nita Lanning and Daphne Lage. Daphne just got done with a really pretty darn successful Kickstarter for Ego Raven. Anyway, September 13th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., at least that's when it'll be open to the public, will be Cellcon. Free gaming, free there'll be on-site art commissions, amazing vendors. I'm working to try to get the library to bring out a collection of just regular board games. Buy the board is going to be there, so it will be a great time if you're planning to buy Magic cards or other gaming things to do so. Whoops, that last curve did not, because I really like the curves on these. I'm just trying to get them raced in. But there we are. That's coming along. I want to give lots of layers. I want this to be done right, because it's been a while since I've done anything Anthro on the stream, like with any level of seriousness. I like that or not? I don't know. Nothing's permanent. That's the great part. But let's see. Oh, you're gonna see Jaws on the big screen. Have to figure out villain names and try to picture one you weren't hearing. Okay. Oh, it's doing that thing where I'm getting my comments shuffled in. Okay, you're going to my theater in town. Oh, yes. I did not know that. That the Fowler Theater is doing a big Jaws celebration. They don't advertise enough. Do this. See, if you want to deal with imposter syndrome and being nervous, there are a couple people in my sphere that it blows my mind that I know. And one of them, well, a pair of them actually, are both Daphne Lage and Nita Lanning. Because they're very, very cool people. And in certain niches, they are surprisingly well known. And they're people I've had respect for years and years and years. And the fact that I just, oh yeah, they might hang out or see my artwork and be like, hi, how you doing, Nick? You know, it still gets to me a little bit. Likewise, I was reading at Fillion when it started, and throughout the 90s, the chunks of the 90s and the early aughts. And let's see. Been trying to figure out the village names to try. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I don't blame you. I have thesis add names of places on the map for descriptions of the video. Oh, okay, cool. Never knew that movie was on the first blockbusters. Yes, it is. But let's see, we're just gonna throw this here. There you go. Really annoyed Jill Barrett. But no, it's really cool, the people. I got to meet the gentleman who wrote the first comic book I ever bought. I've gotten to associate with some truly amazing people. It never ceases to kind of impress me how much Nevermind the Furthermore and became brought into my life, and I can't really explain how grateful I am to have gotten to know so many of you that I wouldn't have known because of it, and then even better, because I've gotten to know you guys, I was able to bring some people that had the misfortune of knowing me for a very long time, like Trillane of them, and get them inferred to to meet these people and to instigate writing and the creation of other arts and socialization. I just find it incredibly cool. And it's kind of important that we remember things like that. Remember Simba. God. A little bit of Avery here. They don't have to make sense. I've watched a lot of Drawfee, and Drawfee has done a lot to encourage certain levels of my artistic corruption. But yeah, I haven't been drawing dudes nearly enough of late. When's he coming out? Let me see. Oh, he's coming out, okay. Sure, the video I shared about game theory showed that every playing nice will win. Rising Tide, absolutely. Play nice, but keep the spirit of FAFO in your heart, and everything works out real well. And yeah, I absolutely believe in the messaging of the Rising Tide. And I know we don't get word from BKM nearly as much as I'd like. But not like that. Sort of. That. Anyway, this one, this one, this one. More dramatic over here. Oh, wrong direction. Keeping my laces layered properly is both one of those things that I am incredibly annoyed by, And it's one of those things that is just sort of required. It's like I can get all, you know, dare I say, anal about it. It's like it must be done right. And I know that's going to bump into the sign for beast at some point, so we need to do this. There we go. Now, just throw some nice quick leaves in here. It's neat to do things from a slightly different style position too. Hello, Grant. I didn't know I had an episode today either. It was one of those days where I did not sleep well last night, and I woke up and I went, "Oh dear Lord, I'm running late for my show," and ran around getting ready, only to realize, perhaps a little too late, that I was a day off. I'm gonna put some leaves and junk in his hair. He still needs some stuff. I have a lot of work to do yet, but I think he's seen. Oh no, I hate that. Nope. I think he seems fairly bestial. Neither did Nick. Look. Yep. Womp 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 womp. Now, I've been at this for a bit. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to pause the music. Oh, thank you. Where are we? I'm going to run an ad, and I'll be back in about, let's give myself I need a little extra time, so it will be, well, I just moved that not where it's supposed to be. Sorry, my ads are moving around. Well, I need to run this for, yeah, let's just split the difference. Here we go.
From the moment Security Chief Michael Fassino heard her lilting voice, he was smitten with the Irish lady in distress. But what's invaded his home station at Caladar? And what's that Irish voice doing in his head?
You can find all of Donna Carlene's books on Lulu.com. Find out more about her on the NDCD page at ndcd.org.
Okay. Or you can be good. You're being good. Okay, that works too. Usually you raise me. Let's see what's been going on in the comments. Oh, it's my pleasure. Yeah, just read that. Hope you enjoyed it. And she did. There you go. Got a review. Go buy that book. Okay, let's see. What I always forget that I can do is, if I need to, I can zoom way the heck in. And in fact, I'm supposed to zoom way the heck in to find mistakes and things that would probably be better addressed. Now, this picture is designed to be printed at basically playing card size. So I mean, it's one of those you can sort of keep that in mind. And if you are using this program and you want the pen I am using, last I checked, it was free, and it's called Zero, and it makes it feel a lot like a Sharpie. And I just felt something fuzzy walk by my leg, which probably is a steward, which means my art is going to get interrupted by cute cat. Well, okay, come on, come on up. No, okay, I'll pick you up, you lazy cuss. Oh, you're being good. Okay, we're gonna have a cat interruption. Hi, hi. This completely unscheduled program has been interrupted by my cat. Hey, Stuart. How you doing, bud? Well, something fell. Probably my stylus. Aha! My stylus fell. Yeah. Uh-huh. There we go. Got my stylus. Got my cat. You gonna sit here for a while I work? You can sit here for a while I work. It's not the first time, won't be the last. Ah, kissy sugar. There we go. I hide that. Shepherd's in my way. There we go. Yep. I don't know what's going on over here. I'm just drawing some random leaves. At least it's not acanthus leaves. I could do some of that too, but there we go. I'll give him lots of little juju marky lines. Yes, he was a savage creature. She was a woman out of time and space. You done? Are you done getting enough attention? Okie dokie. Ooh. Dental visits can be really, really rough, Grant, but as somebody who has a lot of issues with that sort of thing, it's far better to get them knocked out than deal with when things go wrong. I'm just going to do the little fiddly bits, fiddly bits, fiddly bits. Mm-hmm. There we go. Just this. I forgot to turn the music on, so give me just a second. And I'll start some actual music. Yeah. It's groovy. We're groovy. Not on too much. Thank you, Dan Hallfield. There we go. Line is very important. Whoops. And I don't know, I think all the painting I have done for you guys has really affected the way I draw, like the actual process. But I don't know. Do you guys think that's been going on? Okay. Yep, if you can take care of your teeth, I will eventually be having to have some very dramatic things done in that department. But Not today. So I'm not going to borrow any problems. I'll probably do a feminine piece in the near future just to match up. Let's see. Give him a bit of ear tuftage. He doesn't want a little bit of ear tuftage. Now, this has that kind of old school, almost D&D feel, and heaven forbid have something that fun going on. But I do want to remind everyone that for the foreseeable future, I will be open for really don't like that line. That line's offended me enough. Commissions and requests. That helps. There we go. Now, let's add another layer because I'm going to have to mess with this. Go to my shape tool. I need to want. It might be easier to paint this before I do this. Yeah, we'll see. We're going to do that. We are definitely going to go like that. There we go. And we are going to make that substantially thicker. Okay. There we go. And I want to add another one of these, but definitely just the frame. Undo that. Like this. Okay, cool. I know there are really cool tools that will let me snap things around, but I can't remember how to do them, so I'm not going to worry too much about all that. Oops, went a little too far with that. Still, we might just have an understanding for a while, guys, that anytime I'm arting, if no one, if it feels like I'm going to be here for a while and I'm not in a very mood, I may just start doing random streams as the convention. Oh, you don't bring the party down? No. I'm mixing a bunch of teeth in back. So we deal with that. It's part of growing up, especially when you have certain financial burdens. this. Now, if I come here, I'm going to do that. Now, that doesn't look too bad. It's still a bit of a... That part there? Let me look at this. I'm gonna go. See, but if I do it like that, it's going to get in the way. So no, I can't do it like that. Okay. So we'll do. What do you mean I can't erase on this one? Oh, that one's not showing. But what I will do is clear this part out and do a little bit of cleanup work. And if I do this right, if I do this correctly, I should be able to go home. Nope. Oh, messed that up, although that almost looks good. That does look good. That's okay, I just have to... Woo! How is your nose so cold? Hi, Dusty. You're coming in to see everybody too? Okay. I know it's Tuesday. I don't normally do this. Yeah, Koepp, guys. I changed the schedule. Now the cats are in absolute chaos. Madness, I know. There is no... This is not an excuse to disrespect your surroundings. No. We're not doing that. We are going to be cool, cats. Yes? Do you want up and say hi? Hold on. Come on. No, you're not going to do the lap thing. We're not doing the lap thing. Oh! Chunker's cat. Okay. Okay, we're going to do this. There's the dust. Hi. Yes, I'm doing a stream. I'm arting. I know you hate it. You can't go on my keyboard. I don't care how comfy it is. That's not for kids. No, not for you. You can sit. I'll keep you horizontal like you like, but yeah. I wish they could hear all the chirping you do. Okay, you go down now. Down you go. Okay, now we're back at least this line work. Hi, cat. Hi. Okay, that's my leg. You can stay down there. You just can't come running across the top. This is actually coming out in a, what I would consider not bad format. I'm gonna come here. I'm going to add another layer. And I'm just going to try some filling in the background. How did... Oh, this should be multiplying. That's the problem. Hey son, how you doing? That wasn't close. It needs to be more. Okay, so we'll come back down to this layer, go back here, get this little swash right here, come back up to the multiply layer, grab some of that so I can save myself a little bit of time. Boom. How do we like? Do we like? I think we like. Trey says good morning, Xander. He says hi. I can't smell when milk's not bad, so I stopped drinking. I found almond milk. I made a banana one that tastes Ooh, banana s'mores. That sounds terrible. Really? See what I put up with. Yeah, I think so. I may do a grayscale version of this, and then a yeah, I need a lighter one though. Yeah, like that. Shoot, I lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. I'm a little out of it today. But given the fact that I'm doing a random art stream, hi. Sir. Disorder. Disorder. Yeah. Okay. I love you. No. That's my favorite. Please stop putting your head in my mouth. I don't want your butt either. Okay. Come on. I got work. Go down. No. That's not how this works. See, I can't have dogs anymore because I'm so used to pouring my cats out. Just turn. Go down. Go down. Go on. Sit down. You can stay down, but you can't come running laps. Oh, you're going to come running laps. Well, let me run an ad, and we'll figure something else out. Boy, tomorrow's going to kick my butt. That's okay, though. Whose ad haven't I run?
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Alrighty. Well, let's go back to what we're doing, which is just some very blocky shading. Okay, good. I want to make sure that wasn't the same color. Do this. Then we're just going to have to... Oh, no. Jeez. I'm not saying some of these abs are defined, but good Lord. You could grate cheese on them. Anyway. Boop. Boop. Come on. There we go. There we are. And I'm going to have to erase that, but I'll worry about that in a bit. Yeah, that works. Now the hair's going to need all sorts of silly crud to it. Oh, how dare he have such beautiful flowing locks? It's not fair. No. It's unjust. What do we got going on? Oh, there's my mouse. The whole if you smell it can go bad. The guy who's allergic to bananas and chicken. That's oh god, don't ever get sick. Don't ever get sick. That's terrible. Let's see. There we go. Uh, it has been a long time. Last time I was streaming on a Tuesday morning, I think it was back when I was doing the show with uh, Luke Stone. Let me just borrow this for a moment because I realized I missed the spot. There we go. That just it's giving. We're not sure what it's giving, but it's definitely giving. Anyway. Nope, wrong layer. Nope. I need to fix that real quick. There we go. I just need to grab that. There we go. This isn't bad. And then we'll just wonder, can I just go? He's working in this grayscale, and I'm surprised that it's working that well. I'll have to do another layer, but we're okay. I really have taken, though, to liking to have the I've really taken to liking to have the shading done and the framework in before I even bother with coloring. Now, normally, this is where it gets weird because normally I would do this one way, but I don't think I am. So I'm going to I have to decide what colors I want him to be. And my first thought was going to be a classic brown, but that could be samey, and it would be terrible if I made this beast have like blood red hair. Actually, hold on, I need to do this on a different layer for safety. Add a layer, blend mode, multiply, let's go. Now, what I can do is I can hide this, right? And that means I should be able to just go do. And I may have to do a little bit of cleanup, as you can see, but this is so, that was supposed to be much faster than the color pretty method. Because the color pretty method will take different amounts of time. But I'm going to do this. I also haven't quite decided what kind of font I want, and I deliberately didn't put a value to this. So this isn't like a 1-1 or a 2-2. It's probably a 3-3 beast, if I remember right. But I can't guarantee, so why not just make it Oh no, he made the beast hot. Maybe I should just do that. Go through all the tokens and make them hot. So, like a really hot artifact creature card, or a really fat, hot uh, make my saplings look like mushroom dryad types. This might be too dark, and it might get modelly. So I have to be careful with this because I don't want him to get too too dark. And I know I'm going to have to come over and do different color, but I wanna get a feel for what I'm working with right now, color wise. I can stop basically there and then use that as the dark. Okay, if I did that, I just use that as the darker upper part, which I could do like so. Let's see. Actually, here, let's just do this. Again, I can clean a lot of stuff up, man. Just tag the heck out of that arm. And take that, so it's there. Tag that arm. Well, missed that spot. That's fine. I got greedy. But do I like that or do I not? Like, I almost want to take this and let's see, how does that look over there? Yeah, so it might not be as dark as I think it is. Well, there's a lot I can do to it too. Yeah, we are far from over. So I'm not here. I just went, how do I like? Okay, yeah, I like very much. Okay, because what I'll do is I'll color the darker parts in, but right now I'm just getting a color feel, get the random color temperature kind of thing going. This has to have something like that, something like that, something like that. That's fine. And that's the thing. I end up spending a lot of time just going, do I like this? And there's a lot of muttering. You can't do this job without muttering. I don't care who you are. If you're not muttering, you're not paying attention. This is going to be a bit of a pain, but that's okay. I'll probably just take the sweeping marker later. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some settings. Well, no. There we go. The cats are confused because they hear me saying no, but they don't know who I'm saying no to. Hi. Geez, guys. This is why I don't like to let you in my study. You do things like that. Why is there no mercy? There's no decency out of you. Just pure villainy. Oh, I used the same color, didn't I? Should not have done that. Well then. Let's see how this works. Okay, that is the color I used. Oh no. Oh no, not that. He's hot. Okay. Here we go. Again, I have a lot of holidays I have to work with. Actually, what I think I'm going to do, so I should have done in the first place, which is that. There we are. Now, let's nose. I just shaded it. I'm going to have to marker this, which means zooming in, which is fine. Basement duty done. Woohoo! That was a yesterday thing. Now, when we zoom in, we see all the holidays that I've missed and things I have to tweak. That's fine. Hello, Matthew. I am just doing a random art day because, in all honesty, I got my days wrong. And I know that I'm going to have to come back and fix and work on things. So I might as well just kind of have a little bit of fun. I'll have like that bit of a goatee soul patch looking thing going on. Just makes him look more nefarious. If you're going to have a monster, then you're going to be monstrous. Be nefarious. Anybody can be just monstrous. That's just, postmodern capitalism, like. Man. This, so I can do this. Right up to right back here. Down here. It's all about mapping this out. We like that. Oh, we like that. And we are definitely going to use this color for the eyes. Because they're a monster, but yes, honey gold eyes. Okay. Can't get enough of that honey gold. Bam. Speaking of gold, we'll just go. Boop. And boop. And boop. We're just going to do that like that. There we are. Now, this isn't bad for a quickie. Especially given the scales I'm working on. Yeah, I'll take it. It's going to need, like I said, a lot of love. Yeah, let's do this like so. Let's do this down to here. Color pretty low. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to. Now, tomorrow I get to do another actual art stream. But, and that's assuming everything works right. That happens. Do this. Go put your nuggets and fries in, son. That's fine. Now, let's see. If I go boom, and I go boom, do this. See how this looks. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to call this. Thank you for a lovely stream. Emergency kind.